for this one because I do think that uh, for anyone watching this, you should try to check out Halai's stream of this game instead. He's going to be commentating it from an analyst perspective, like casting it. He's going to be giving his opinion on specifically Lustrous's thoughts, or like Lustrous's game plan. He's kind of like eyeing it with that aim. So I believe that I have his. If you check out the stream title, then I believe that that's correct. Let me just make sure that I have the correct link for Halai. Yep, that's correct. So that's the link in case, for the people who want to follow along there. Anyway, yeah. So the purpose of this game was basically Halai wanted to run a series where he would analyze someone's game while casting it, and the person that he's picked is Lustrous. Lustrous is not going to be getting advice either. I won't be taking chat advice on this one. I'm just going to give my own thoughts. I'm not going to focus on Lustrous' game. I'm just going to focus on my own. I'll try to play quickly because like the goal of the cast is kind of like the goal of like this game organized is to get Halai's thoughts and particularly his thoughts on Lustrous' game. So for us, we're just going to talk through our game like normal. This will just become like a regular thing that people can maybe watch afterward from a different POV, point of view rather. Double Earth Cult rewards, but both ship tiles in. Probably not dwarves, I guess. Looks like it's a bit of a longer timer than I'm used to playing with. It's a 4-minute timer, that makes sense. A little more time to commentate. Might be a slightly slower game. I think I'm going to just toss in darklings. There's no priest, but the priest to earth is going to give triple rewards in round 1, and they come in rounds 1, 2, and 3. So if black doesn't get put in, I'm just going to toss darklings in and probably open with priest to earth and see what happens. The 6 coins tile is also in the game, which makes me think that it could be a good Earth 2 game. That said, there's no TP event early. Maybe if you can get on the pass tile in like this round or like this round, then you can get some coin production going for late in the game. Engineers is always a very strong pick. They might open, well, they can get, okay, Darklings does get tossed in. 2 ship tiles, mermaids, big building late. Darklings on C1, if it's nomads, will make things a little trickier. Okay, so it's a classic faction matchup. Darklings should be the best here. They have the best, like, they should have the best track. They're picking second. They're going second as well, which is pretty good for them. They get to place, I mean, it doesn't really matter for them. They're going to play C1 in either E10 or G5. It doesn't really matter. Zitcob is happy to see that there's no extra scoring. It does look like there are landscapes. That definitely makes me think that Earth 2 Darklings with the Stronghold late is like a good idea this game. I would love to pass on to the TV tile this round or this round. Maybe skip Water 1 in this round if the coin production is a little tight looking, but I mean, who knows? Getting a priest on the water track this round wouldn't be a horrible idea either, because you get the. We're anticipating being coin short. I mean, I think that it's a clear Darklings pick here. By this round, it's not clear if Darklings are going to be like messing with our hexes at this point. As engineers, we want double dig in round 1. We probably want either Earth 1 or Earth 2. It should go spade, then probably tempt ship. Lustrous is wondering if Halai stream is going. I'm just assuming it's going. I mean, I would just start playing. There is a small question of whether engineers should start with this thing to just steal the double dig away from mermaids, or if they should start on the 6 coins, which is better. It's just a better tile. This might be like a little much to pay for darklings, but I do think that it's not that unfair because darklings have a very easy game plan. Like that's one of the things that they've got going for them. It's like very straightforward what you're supposed to do as darklings here. You just do darklings things. There's also a chance that you end up on the big building tile, which would be disgusting. But I think that nomads should take the spade. Mermaids should probably just take temp ship, which means darklings could get the big building tile. Darklings ending up on temp ship also means in the end of the world. Maybe you pivot your game plan and then you take fire 1, take the workers action, you grab these 2 hexes. Nomads getting bid is pretty interesting. I like engineers better than nomads. I'm going to bid 1 more on darklings and then I'll probably switch to engineers. Maybe I should have bid engineers there because like I don't love being at a 10 point. Like if someone does pop onto mermaids, which isn't, it's possible. I don't know that darklings are 10 points better than mermaids. Darklings are definitely not 10 points better than engineers here. That's almost a certainty. To be clear, that's not to say that I'm going to beat darklings if I'm giving this VP margin. I just don't think that, like, I could still play poorly enough that it wouldn't work out, but yeah. I think people are reading that it's possible for darklings to open a sanctuary here, because I've already been talking about priest to earth. If they just get a little bit of leech off of nomads, that could very, very well be a sanctuary. And nomads probably do want to upgrade here anyway. Nomads are getting bid, I think, because they're going to get good leech in round 1. You might be able to open 2 temples as nomads. Earth 1, Earth 2 or something. Mermaids are probably going to be the faction that doesn't want Earth 1 this game. Or like it might get locked out of Earth 1. Yeah, I do think Earth 1 is strong this game. That said, all the past tiles are in the game. So like if you can put together a game plan that involves opening with a big building tile and getting big econ, like nomads could obviously do something like that, then I mean it could be very, very strong regardless. It's interesting to see how much people believe in nomads. We should also think about the mermaids game plan, which probably just involves trying to make 3 towns. You probably just squeeze out a town up here with these 3 hexes. You make a town through here, and then you make a town down here. I don't see like too much else going on with mermaids game plan. Maybe you try to abuse this tile. You're not going to be able to full dwelling rush because darklings will start on C1. So that makes life a bit awkward. Like, you love to get this town, but it's not going to happen this game with darklings in. So it's a town here. Maybe it's like, once nomads get to here, if they don't have a sandstorm, then you can get up here. And then you get your normal town down here through the, the southwest. I don't think, like, engineers could theoretically start F1 and do something funky with F2, but I don't think that that's that likely around, like, this game. This type of bidding is making me just want to take NGs and go with the double spade in round 1. It is a spade scoring round, and taking that away from mermaids feels kind of good. But I think that there's a lot of appeal in just taking 6 coins, opening 2 temples, and then seeing like what shakes out in round 2. Can anyone get this round 2 town? I'm guessing no, right? Nomads can do funky stuff with a sandstorm, but it would require a lot to like get a bridge town through here. You're not going to be able to cut through here because mermaids are on E4. You're not going to cut through here because engineers are on E7. I guess you could cut through here if darklings aren't on G5, but it seems a little iffy to hope for that. So what's our opening for mermaids? We get either big building or tent ship. Neither of those, like the big building tile doesn't really do us much for mermaids. Tent ship lets us build H2 for cheap, but it doesn't buy us the double spade guarantee. Like engineers, I guess engineers are being bid as if they're taking the double spade, right? Because like otherwise mermaids aren't this much better. I don't think mermaids are this much worse if they get the double spade in round one in a spade scoring round. So it feels to me like engineers are taking this guy. So then what do you do with mermaids if that happens? You can still single spade this and go 1, 2, 3 hexes. But building 3 hexes feels pretty underwhelming. So maybe you just single spade C3, build H2. You lock up these guys. And then you temple for what, fire 1? It's a 4 action round. Engineers also have a 4 action round, so they pass on to this. And then you get something kind of crappy. Like, would you rather just try to buy a priest and send it to Earth, regardless of the fact that. And then you can get a second priest onto the Earth track this round? Darklings getting to possibly open with the Sanctuary feels really strong. zitcob is very confident in Darklings. Darklings will probably get a town through here. They might get a town through here. They're definitely getting a town through here. They might connect this game. No, they probably don't connect this game. Darkling's biggest issue is trying to find that third town spot. If nomads are smart, or if nomads are fast, then they'll get up here. Okay. Still like NG's getting 2 towns and possibly winning network here. I think mermaids, maybe we try to play culty. If we don't take the single spade, maybe we take the priest and we send it to Earth. We send 2 priests to the Earth track or something. But I do see like lots of issues with mermaids. Like I just don't see like a very clear mermaids game plan. Whereas like nomads, just starting with a spade is such like a nice. It's like such a nice assurance that you have. Let's do one more here. This might be a little too much for NGs. If Lustrous bids us off, I think that it's probably just time to take mermaids. They're just like they can't be that bad with both ship tiles in the game. Like my biggest issue with mermaids is like where are you building these guys? Like Darklings will have eaten up like all your hexes over here. Maybe you get this hex, and maybe you get like this hex and this hex late, and then you get these 2 hexes late. But like I don't feel that great about mermaids late dwellings. Whereas engineers, like no one should really be taking away your grays late. I think that an ideal, like this is just me. I don't know if like this is how these guys see it. One of my ideal nomads round is probably dig this hex, and then dig this hex in round 1. Like Darklings, that'll slow Darklings down from. Darklings are not going to cut all the way through here in round 1, and your biggest threat as nomads is often like this. And there's also a small question of who's going to come up here, right? Who's going to make the town up through here? That said, I mean, like this victory point gap, it might be a little too much. I don't really want to pay for nomads here. Though, actually, it really looks like mermaids have good shipping options. So, oops, it looks like I have to. Okay, probably lost most of my audience here. That's fine. It looks like I've gotten water one blocked. I really don't love my decision to go for that Earth one favor. It was a very tough call. I was distracted as hell. In any case, I've gotten water one block, but I can take the two key town now. And part of my game plan when I wound up finally going for mermaids was that I was thinking that I might be able to play it a little bit culty. So I am going to take fire two here, and I will take the two key town. That makes me suddenly very competitive on lots of cults. Um, and I will also toss a priest onto the water track as well, so I can jump ahead of darklings there. I didn't think that I would be allowed to have this. I kind of expected nomads to go for sanctuary for water one before making like two TPs and maybe something else. But I am hopeful that nomads are going to build up through here. I'm a little sad that they didn't do it a little sooner because then I could, I was thinking that maybe this could be air one instead, but this is fine. I want more towns. I want towns down here. I'm pretty willing to just like I could. I think I do want to toss the priest because um, now that I think about it, like I probably need um, the coins action. Like, or I was thinking that like the coins action is good, right? However, putting this priest onto the water track gets me one power plus two coins. Like the coin action is really plus three coins for you, right? It turns four power, which is four coins, into seven. So it's a net of plus three coins. Sending this priest is going to get the same thing. There are 3 points pass tiles plus a 6 coins pass tile that I can get onto. The spade pass tile is good as well. Like everything is good right now if I pass at the right time, or like even if I stay in the round longer. So I'm gonna be heavily rewarded for staying around longer. That is the plan. Um, Lustrous got Earth one blocked and then went for the double spade. I am pretty unconvinced about the location for this double spade. Part of the reason why I went for that double spade was or that I went for Earth one was that it bumped me up here. And I thought that that little burst of power put me in position to contest the double spade. However, it didn't wind up shaking out that way. I didn't wind up getting it. So that was a bummer. Um, I decided to take Earth 2 because I figured that I could do the Priest to Earth line, fight on the cults a little bit, and I would get the 2 coins here plus the spade here, and I would supplement my income by sending Priest to cults, which I'm going to continue to do by sending the Priest to water here. But I don't know how this overall is going to shake out because I could win 0 cults here and get like 16 on the cults, and like that's not the worst outcome in the world. Lustrous built a dwelling, so I feel like Lustrous should probably just be taking like Air 1 or Water 2 here, but we'll see how it goes. Zitcob is going to steal the coins next round, so it never was even a consideration that I could take the coins. So I'm probably going to just send Priest to Water here. Again, 3 points pass tiles, plus the Spade pass tile, plus the 6 coins. I think that I would prefer a points pass tile if I can get it, but let's say that I don't get any of the points pass tiles. That's a very reasonable assumption. Which pass tile are we going to? Which one do we prefer, the 6 coins or the Spade? I am considering building a TP here, which would mean that I have 1 plus 4. That would be 1 plus 4 workers. That would be 5 workers next round. That's enough for a hard dig plus 1 more dwelling. And then I would have. So let's say I put a TP here, right? That becomes. Oh man, nomads are on temp ship. They haven't taken B2. This makes me feel really antsy. Like, I want nomads to have this town here, not darklings, but whatever. The priest always goes here. Man, people have been taking. I haven't been paying that close attention to who's been taking them, but zitcob bought a priest in round 1, and then priests have been disappearing like a lot since then. Like the priest action has gotten taken every single round so far, and that's frustrating to me because obviously priests are very good this game because they do turn into coins. However, priests will stop turning into coins next round. So based on my theory involves something like, so I have 6 coins heading into this round. I'm considering building this TP because nothing else will really reward me for building TPs. But I could definitely pass here as well. I still need a bunch of spades in order to, like, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 more spades, 5 more spades, 6 more spades this game. I will need to get a double spade action eventually. And I think that Lustrous hurt us. Like, And I missed round one, right? But basically, Lustrous had the option to start on the 6 coins and open double temple, and maybe single spade, or he could have taken the 3 power and then double spaded. He of course took the 3 power and double spaded, which made life worse for both him and me, which is very sad, you know. Um, Lustrous is also not building TPs here. He's not building a temple this round, which I feel like is also a misstep. Like, it's a temple round, just build a temple. Next round is the dwelling round. You're not scoring off of dwellings anyway. You've got network one by like a mile. Like, look at nomads here. Nomads have earth one, water one, and like this is their situation here. This is like not like nomads are not beating you on network is my point, I guess. Like, they have natural hexes that they can build on, but they're not beating you in network. So I really think that NGs don't need to take this ship town this round. They're probably supposed to make a TP, even if they do take a town. But whatever. I am going to make a TP. I think that with Earth 2, you just want to get TPs up so that you can have decent coin economy. I know that zitcob's taking the coins, so there's no pressure to pass to get coins. Nomads have taken the double spade now, so that's also a bummer. So we'll just do this. It looks like also engineers put themselves at an income gap, which is really awkward. Whatever. There's a lot that I don't love about NG's game here. Nomads could actually take away this E7 hex, E1 hex. That would be pretty savage. I don't know that it's very good for them to do that, because this looks like a sanctuary town. This looks like it could be a stronghold town if I don't take E5, which I probably won't. This is almost certainly double spade from Nomads. They're going to take E6. Actually, they have nowhere to double spade, do they? So can I take the double spade right now? If I pass on to this, I certainly can take the double spade. And then I'll just take F2, C4. And will I have enough stuff to advance ship? Maybe that's a question that we worry about when we get there. I'm betting here that nomads don't want to double spade. I could be wrong. That nomads don't want to double spade here. I mean, NG's like, I think that NG's taking the double spade in all three of the first rounds is like a little excessive, but I think that here they actually should. They should double spade G3, D6. They're getting 6 power income. They don't have too much to do with it. They can, like, they don't have to pass on to this. They can just build on everything next round. Yeah, I'm disappointed by how engineers have played this game. It's really hurt me, I think. I got 2 coins actions in the first 2 rounds, which is very good for Earth 2. But I really would have liked to double spade in either round 1 or round 2. And, like, yeah, engineers are going to win network now, but I don't know that this is actually, like, what they really, really wanted to do. But who am I to say? They're at a point. I think that they should very clearly be making a TP here, and probably on F4, so that they don't give anyone leech. I think they should clearly make a TP here because, like, it'll help their economy out, and also, like, they have an income gap, right? This last dwelling produces nothing. Building this dwelling is not good because that dwelling you want to build it in the dwelling round to score points. They do take the double spade and they build another dwelling. Okay, so they're gonna be aggressive against me. Like, this is very frustrating to me because I feel like all of engineers' moves have hurt me in a way where, like, they didn't all have to hurt me. Like, some of them were probably going to hurt me, but I didn't realize that they were all going to hurt me. And, like, this double spade really, really hurts because I was planning for a 3rd town this game, right? I took Fire 2 thinking that it was a 3-town game plan, and now they pass on to the spade instead of more economy, so I'm just pretty much fucked here. Whoa, wait. Wow. Darklings did see the threat here, and they chose to secure this hex. That's wild to me. But I do get a double spade here. Do I want it? Like, now that I've lost this, the double spade is a lot less appealing. I can just slowly go through here. But maybe I can kill Nomad's town by taking this. Now they can't get a town like this. Unless they also grab F1. Yeah, because, like, they could stronghold this guy down. The downside is that my coin production becomes really sus, or like my coins become really sus if I take these two. I'd probably take these two and make a TP if that's the case, right? Hex, hex, TP, pass, and then I only get 3 points on the pass, but I have Earth 1 and I have like some stuff. I'll just keep passing for small numbers of points. We'll take this guy first. And we'll take this. Yeah, this game has been really disappointing for me. Like specifically, I think that engineers have made like lots of decisions that have really hurt me. I really don't think that C4 was like a good hex. Like this is not a particularly good hex for them. You know, like that like what is that hex really doing for them? It's just one hex. If they try to go for this town, that's a really expensive town. I don't think that that's worth it at all. I think that G3 was way. I mean, they're getting G3 in these guys anyway, but like. I feel like they could have just passed on to like points instead, or they could have come down to I6. Like, I don't know. I think they could have taken G3 instead, and then like I6, G1, F1 becomes available this round. Like, they have all the hexes they need. Actually, that's actually like the real story. The real story is that they were probably just supposed to take Air 1 last round instead of this. But here we are. All my complaints. Here they are. They're gonna do fine. They're going to win network. They're going to win the air cult. They still have another town, maybe 2 towns coming, and they're going to hit 1 million points on these. They can probably build both big buildings here. I can only build one of them here, so. JDI is going to advance ship, so he is going to come up through here. He is going to get another town. Good for JDI. I don't want to do an awkward coin conversion, so I think I send priest and I make a TP on F2. I send priest to cult, so I get like the cult bonus, and also I get further ahead of darklings. We're probably just going to take the 6 points on network. We're not going to beat nomads on network. We're probably going to beat darklings on network because we're going to make their lives really expensive to connect if they want to connect. They don't have coins right now because they didn't take the coins action. They have 1 million priests. How did that happen? They are gonna take the ship down, so they're gonna beat me to H4. So this does make life a little more complicated in terms of connection. I think that it might be worth my time to take this because they could try to connect through the north, but like they're not going to connect through the north. Engineers have this hex. Nomads have this hex. Nomads are taking a single dig. The leech that nomads have gotten is incredible, and I think that that's a big reason why they're doing so well this game. Like they haven't had to hard dig at all. They're going to be able to build this hex for free. Darklings did take the ship town, so they are coming down to H5. We actually have we're actually overproducing priests. That's kind of interesting. Where do I want to send this priest off to? Maybe this priest is just a worker, right? This priest is probably just a worker. I'll make a TP on E5. This seems like a good hex. I'm going to get some free leech coming through here. I can pass and maybe get a coins action. Zitcob needs a lot of priests to connect this game. I suspect that he'll want this H3 hex in order to connect. I'm also wondering if I take H3, then I can maybe make a town through here where engineers are my friend here and I make a stronghold here. I can make a 4 hex town with these. That's 3 digs and put a stronghold here. I am probably going to lose H4 to darklings. I might lose A4 to darklings. But I can make some stuff happen here. Darklings are, by the way, exploding in points, as we expected. Hopefully we can suppress their endgame score by not letting them connect. If I get H4, like that does cut them off. Ooh, Darkling actually threatened G3. Lustrous needs to spade G3 right now. He has a dwelling left. Like this is clearly the hex. He has a spade in hand. Wow, he puts a priest to air. I think I I guess Darklings want to ensure like their own connection, but I think punishing h4 was really good there. And then they can pass on to this. They might even beat me to i4. I'm in some trouble, huh? It's probably perfectly fine to pass on to the big building tile. That can't be that bad. So Darklings definitely have a connection plan that involves F1, I think. Like, F1 is one of their connection hexes. If I can... I don't think I can realistically spend 2 spades on this hex. That's probably too rich for my blood. I'm also wondering if maybe I can advance my ship with my stuff here. Advancing ship puts me closer to getting this. And it also is a lot of points. But it really, really hampers my scoring ability. That's probably not the right move, because if I pass now, I get the coins action. Passing for the coins action has to be better than advancing ship for 4 points. Or for 3 points, rather. Like, I would waste a whole ton of stuff for 3 points. I would rather just pass, take a coins action, dig down my landscape, and pass, get a coins action. Maybe I could dig down F1 for my town, because I do want to build a dwelling. I would take an 8-pointer. That might be a little sketch. H4 here. Darklings could pass here as well. No, they shouldn't pass with all these priests in hand. They need to spend at least 1. It would be absurd for them to pass with all this right now. So this is a 6-point dwelling if they build H4 here. Lustrous doesn't have 2 ship, which is kind of awkward. He's really prioritized this air cult, which again, like, it's bad for me because I'm the culty one here. These other guys have been playing like normal games, but I feel like Lustrous has made some iffy decisions, and it's really come at my expense. I'm streaming another one. Yeah, Zach, I suggest that you go to Halai's Twitch channel and check out the game from his perspective. Halai is a stronger player than me, and he is streaming it from Lustrous's perspective. And I think that it might be fun to watch it there. Come check out my VOD after if you're interested. I mean, the first 30 minutes of it, like, I'm on a call, so I actually don't even commentate on it. But you can catch my stream later. But yeah, you should check out Halai's stuff here, because he has some interesting stuff to say. Wow. Zitcob passes, goes on to coins. So the question is, do I want the big building tile or do I want the dwellings tile? If I look at how many dwellings I actually have, the answer is probably pretty clear, right? I want this. This has workers printed on as well. I'm short on workers. I'm not going to get a coins action, but with a little bit of leech, maybe I can get a... Actually, hold on. These guys are all playing still, right? Nomads still want this. So I do have a chance to do something here. Like, Nomads... Well, they'll build this hex, probably. Will they build this? No, they'll probably build free hexes. Okay, so I'm not getting any more leech. But I do kind of want to get another double spade. I think it could happen. There's a chance it could happen. I could toss this priest onto, like, fire, and then that would bump me back, and I could also just buy this bridge and make this town, but I think I would rather have this town here. Hilariously, if I get to 5 ship, I can take b5 and a11, but that's probably out of the question now. Okay, we'll down convert. And then I think that we just pass on to this. This is the best economy for us, and it's 4 points. 4 points is 4 points. If we can get a double spade next round, that'd be huge. I would love to get a double spade onto h3 and like get through here. This hex should be safe, and then we can just make this town in round 6 once engineers are on g1. Though, I mean, honestly, engineers are running out of structures. They might never get to g1 this game. That's one of my fears as well, that engineers are getting to the point where they don't... Well, so zitcob just tossed away a priest. Zitcob did what I did, tossed away a priest. That seems really questionable for darklings. Like, turning your priest into nothing, into a worker for darklings when you already have Earth 2. I really, really don't like zitcob not building h4 there. I guess he just really, really wants coins. This is probably zitcob's TP round here, because he didn't even pass onto the big building tile. He could have gone. He was getting coins anyway, but he chose like all the coins. Here's Lustrous' temple, 1 round late. A little sad. I guess he's out of structures, so I guess it's temple TP E7, then build C2 because he doesn't have shipping. Lustrous is getting a points tile next round. He probably wants the dwelling or TP tile. Getting a 3 ship next round doesn't make a ton of sense for him. He doesn't have a lot of coins. E7 would be amazing. That actually would get us the double spade, which is actually exactly what we want, right? We want H3, I4 with a double spade, and then I can dig down my landscape here. H3 should also hopefully... Yes, there it is. That's my boy. All right. So our next round is double spade this, build this, hard dig this, and then we'll take an 8-pointer, and then I probably just turn another priest into a worker before I pass. Or turn 2 priests into workers. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, darklings should never be able to beat me to I4 here. They're going to take coins. I can dig this. I think it's acceptable to just try to make 3 towns and get like 20-ish cult points this game. Like, I'm going to win the water track. If I get 20 points on the cult, I might win the earth track, probably not. And I might get second here. I feel like second here is like a reasonable ask. So yeah, like that seems pretty good, right? Like that's not a terrible outcome for this game. JDI. Look at this. JDI's going to be passing for 6 points like this. Lustrous finally gets some favor points going. That's cool. I wonder if JDI just buys the workers and makes another TP here. Because I don't think that's awful either. Lustrous needs to down convert. Lustrous might be considering whether he wants the double spade. Dude, I'm not going to let you have the double spade. Just down convert both. Like, Lustrous is thinking, like, if he down converts, like, if he only down converts 1, then he'll overflow in power, but he'll have access to double spade. If he down converts both, then he gets more efficient coins, but doesn't overflow, but then he won't have access to double spade. Realistically, I know that I'm taking the double spade, so I know that he should down convert, but he doesn't know that. So he's considering this really hard. Yeah, he just down converts everything. That was the right call. Nomads definitely want spades. I was thinking that they might take ace-6 this round, but they didn't. So they have a lot left to do for themselves. Darklings have 1 town left. We have 2 towns left, so that feels good. They have much better favor points and inherent scoring than we do. Our inherent scoring comes from advancing ship, but we're not going to have that. We're going to have 4 points on the pass. It's not going to be a very high scoring round for us. We're going to build 2 dwellings. Maybe 3 dwellings. Maybe we can also grab I2, but maybe I can just use these priests as workers to hard dig. It doesn't feel great, but JDI definitely would take these spades if I left them, so let's do this. First, we'll put the special landscape down. And then we'll dig this guy to black. Now we can take a town. We could take the coin town, but I don't really want that. I think the 8-pointer is fine. Like, our game plan is to get lots of cult points. So this is just fine. We don't need the priest town because obviously we have like 1,000,000 priests already. Yeah, this should be fine. I'll hard dig this and then build I4 next. I guess the ship town was there as well. I could have gotten I4 and A4 with like a lot of shipping, but realistically, I don't think that I'm going to get that shipping line is going to really work out for me because darklings are going to get to H4. So like, how many dwellings am I getting by shipping? Not that many. It also looks like I probably was supposed to take the dwellings tile. I'm going to have probably 6 dwellings, so I'm probably losing like 2 points of efficiency here. But these workers are letting me hard dig. I built very tall, so. My goal here is just for Lustrous to realize that he's supposed to advance his shipping and actually come over and meet me for a good time. Lustrous puts the TP up here, which is really worrying because this makes me think that Lustrous is considering a town through these hexes. I really want Lustrous on G1 so that I can put a stronghold here like for cheap. But if he doesn't do it, then I guess I just stronghold on I4 instead. I really don't want this TP tile. I don't have water 1, so I don't have a lot of incentive to build TPs. I would love to get on any of the other tiles, but if I can't, then maybe I settle for the spade. Let's use our final... So I have no rush to do anything. So this last fire priest does me nothing. It just gets me power. This last air priest could be something, so let's take this. I need 12 coins next round in order to build TP Stronghold. I don't really have any coins right now, so... And I don't think I'm getting the coins actually, because I'm not really trying for this. I'm hoping to not be first to pass here, because I think any of these guys is better than the TP tile. Even the spade might be better than the TP tile for me, though. That's pretty iffy. I don't think I'm beating nomads on network. Yeah, I'm not beating nomads on network. I'm beating darklings on network, because I'm going to cut them off here. They are going to take H4. I think that... So, Lustrous has been so slow to advance his ship that I honestly think darklings are going to get I9. Darklings have so many priests, they might even be able to get G1, actually. That's absurd. And I can't really take G1 because that's part of my town. Ugh, annoying. Zitcob also, by the way, has enough going on that he could probably pretty happily just temple for Earth 3. He has so many resources. I guess when you have that many resources, it's okay to convert a priest to a worker. Especially because he's getting a lot back with this. If darklings do connect, they're the threat. But it's not. Oh my God, Lustrous, come on, buddy. You're supposed to get over here. He also takes a cult town, which is... It's fine. He needs victory points more than anything else now, so that's fine. Lustrous might be our biggest threat to Sanctuary Earth 3 now. So I think that the next play that I'm going to do is I'm going to just bump a priest onto the Earth track. Unless Zitcob, like, I can always build I4. I have tempo and I4, so, yeah. Zitcob's just building up over there. Just going to toss this priest. Lustrous finally advances shipping, but he's coming down here, I think. I wonder how bad it is for Zitcob to just take I9. Like, I know I've been talking about him trying to connect, but if he takes I9, then I don't think nomads can afford to dig I8. So this becomes a town for darklings, a big town for darklings here. Let's see if this happens. If this happens, I'll be quite sad. That means that darklings will be playing for connection. I can't really stop them. But if this happens, that's really good. Okay. Well, no. Okay, so zitcob isn't really trying for a town. He's just digging away a hex from darklings. I don't think that zitcob's trying to play this round particularly slowly. Okay, so this hex is still safe. I still have no pressure on passing out of the round quickly, so we will put this to just close out this cult. Again, I don't really care about anyone going to the fire track. Engineers, after doing this, clearly don't have interest in a third town. Like, they committed so many structures to this town. It's hilarious and kind of insane, and at least it's a cool looking town, but Lustrous builds this free hex. That makes sense. Darklings are going to decline that. So Darklings haven't committed to building this hex, which means that they still have stuff to do here. I wonder if Darklings might want a fast round. It looks like they want a really long round, so maybe that's why they just bumped this one. They would need 2 priests to connect. Oh, they could probably go for the third town and connect this game, right? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 more ship advances. That's 10 more priests. Now there are 2 priest towns, and they have 5, so that's 7, and they can get 3 from their stronghold. It actually could happen. It seems kind of insane that they could get that much stuff, but it could happen. That they manage a 3 town with a stronghold and connect. They do technically have enough priests for that. What are we doing? We're just building I4, I think. There's not too much else to do. I mean, I could claim the last fire spot, but I don't think that that's a great use of time. Would I take the last fire spot in Temple for Fire 3? Probably not. So, yeah. My points don't look great. Yeah, my points don't look great. Yeah, Andrews are just building TPs wherever now. They at least found a location to bridge to, so they can make this. I'm very, very sad that NGs are not coming over to G1. It looks like they're out of stuff, so they're just never building I6, G1, F1. Like, they dug this G6 dig, I think, was... I mean, I guess the thing is, zitcob chose to, like, build down here. So the one thing I will say is it got him neighbors. However, he hasn't built any TPs over here. So, like, it hasn't really worked out very well, in my opinion, for Lustrous that he did. Oh, thank you, nomads. Yes, this is what we needed. Yeah, this is what we needed. Nomads are also on a pass tile. So... Oh, but Darklings are going to pass. I think I might get pass tile blocked here, but that's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world to get pass tile blocked. I don't have, like, this is better than the TP pass tile. This dwelling is better than a TP pass tile. Is there any chance that we're going to have to do some sort of stalling or something? So what I'm kind of thinking is that nomads are passing, then darklings are passing onto the ship tile. But maybe darklings don't want the ship tile that much. They could still stall by building a TP here. Building the TP here means that they get a town. It could be a priest town. Then they could build a TP here. Then they could single spade here. During that time, Lustrous might pass. Or actually, I would pass, right? I would definitely pass during that time. So that's kind of my hope right now, that I wind up on the ship tile. And then my next round is literally just build this town, take a ship town, and then advance my ship again. And like that's my entire round. Maybe it's even a coin town, right? I have lots of priests in hand, so that's probably ideal. but we'll see how that winds up actually playing out. Again, priest check for darklings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 ship advances is 9, or is 8. They have these 3. They have 3 from the stronghold. They have 2 towns coming in, so they could still connect. Plus, I guess they could pass onto this dig, but I don't think that's going to happen because it's way too vulnerable to disruption. I'm going to let Lustrous think about this. I'll be back. Seems my turn came around pretty quickly this time, actually. So zitcob does take a priest town. Okay, cool. So I get this. That's what I wanted, right? There's no way zitcob is closing water on me. I don't particularly want a ton of leech, but actually I'll take all the leech I can get, right? Leech is still good. JDI could be looking for spades. He could double spade these 2 hexes next round, and that would be awesome. And wow, JDI has a lot of points. He has a lot of points. He has 2 towns coming in. He might be building both big buildings for 10 points. And he has Earth 1, Water 1. So plus 12 on the network and a cult win. Looks not bad. Looks not bad for JDI. The Sanctuary is probably for Air 1. So then there's Air 1 points as well. Yeah, this looks quite good for JDI. Oh wait, I can only take a 2-for-1 now anyway. I missed that I was getting 3 power off of this guy, so. Yeah, a lot of, I think that, God, is a coin town really the best for me? Could a coin town actually be better than this 11 pointer? So let's say I get no more leech. So right now I have 10, so this is 5 plus 3 stuff. I'm assuming I don't get the coins action, right? So this is 5 stuff plus 3 stuff. That's plus 2 stuff. So that's 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10 stuff. This is 14 stuff. This is 22 stuff plus 3 priests. So I have 22 stuff plus 3 priests. The TP is 5s, that brings me down to 17. The stronghold is 10, that brings me down to 7. So I have 7 stuff left, and I can advance ship twice. Probably, because I can turn one of my priests into stuff. So the 11 pointer wouldn't be bad in that case. Yeah, the coin town won't let me advance. The coin town would let me get to 5 ship, which is a 9-point action. It requires me giving up 6 points on my town, though. We'll figure it out. If we get the coins action, it's moot, because I really do think JDI wants spades more than coins right now. Yes! There we go, buddy. Oh man, this is huge. This is huge. I think that we can just take the 11-point town now. I mean, Lustrous is not doing poorly. Um, Lustrous is winning network outright. He's on this. He's going to score 10 points off of building stuff. He clearly. Oh wow, it's actually JDI is pretty competitive for network actually, but Lustrous should still win network. He has water one and air one, so he'll make both big buildings, 2 TPs, and 1 dwelling. So that's 10 points plus 6 points is 16. He'll have air one for 4, so that's 20. He'll probably build both bridges, so he'll get 9 points on the pass. That's 29 plus this is 37. 37 plus a network win is 40 or is 55. Plus, let's call it 14 points on the cults. Maybe 16 because he's going to take a favor. So 16 points on the cults. 55 plus 16 is 71 points coming in for Lustrous still. So that's like 140s. I don't know if we're 140s. We'll find out. All right, moment of truth. So we want 3 ship advances, so we would like 12 stuff left over. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus. So it requires 10 stuff to build the stronghold. So that puts us at 10. 10 plus this. Can we get like a 10 and a half? We would have 10 and a half resources left. If we can get a 3 for 2 or something, that would be amazing. Ooh, JDI is not going to be able to build a stronghold, is he? Or, no, sorry. He could Sanctuary Air 1, take a coin town, then stronghold here for the town. Curious to see how JDI plays this. It could be a fire 2 for his sanctuary. The 5 for 4 is actually kind of interesting, but I'm going to decline it. I need 1.5 resources. Actually, if I can just get this priest town, then... No, but I need to send the priest to water first, right? Okay. So I actually need to send a priest to water. So I would love priest to water plus a priest town. I don't know if I can get it. Zitcob might rush the priest town or just take the 11 pointer on me. I guess he wants the priest town because... Yeah, this... Okay, he's not trying to connect. This is clearly a sign, like this was also a sign that Zitcob was not connecting this game. So Zitcob is just going to greed points. He's going to do very well at greeding points. He might have like 150 points in him just by greeding points really hard. We'll take this. Yeah, okay. JDI is probably going to sweep up this town, right? Yeah, okay, fine. So our last town is mediocre anyway. I say we just take the workers town because that's easily the best thing that we have left. It's the most points, and we already did the math, I think, that said that. So let's lock this out. There's now no pressure on making our town. Ideally, we get a priest action here, and then we can do the math again. I think the math says that the power town is the best right now, because buying the priest brings us down to 2 plus 2, so this is 4 stuff. We'd have 10 stuff left over after making the... Yeah. After the priest, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4... 20 stuff, and we want 12 stuff after we subtract 10. So the magic number is 22. Right now we have 20 after we buy the priest. So that's actually saying that we want a power town. There's no other towns coming, so there's no rush on this power town. We focus on the priest first, and if we get denied the priest action, then we can 5 power priest. With a 5 power priest, we have 18 stuff. And that implies that we need the coin town. Or actually, sorry, we only need 22 stuff, right? And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 20 stuff. We need 22 stuff. So the worker town is actually still the right town right now. If we get the priest, and if we don't get the priest, then we lose a point. We have to take the power town instead, and we're fine. We're just fine. So we have 30 points in the end game, plus 15 points on the pass. We have 4 ship advances for 14. So 29 plus. So sorry, let's do it this way, right? Stronghold is 5. Ship advances are 14, so that's 19. We're going to pass for 15, so that's 34. We're going to get 30 points in the end game, so that's 64 more points coming in. So we're going to have like 151. I don't think that's enough to beat darklings. I think darklings have more than 154. Yeah, they have 5 points coming in. Yeah, they definitely have more than 154. We might be able to beat JDI. JDI doesn't have many more points coming. He has his pass. He has a. Is this a dig advance? It looks like. Yeah, it looks like this is just a dig advance that's left, plus like maybe 2 more points off resources or like whatever. So that'd be 121. Passes for 8, 129. Then network 141, 150-ish, right around 150. I think that JDI is like right near us. He's like right there with us. I don't know if it's going to be above or below, but JDI is right there with us. I think it's just slightly above, maybe like 5 points above us. Oh, it's a temple. Okay. I don't particularly like this for JDI. And his last move will be a TP. Oh, never mind. This is a very good temple. Yeah, this is actually a very strong temple. My bad. Okay. We're talking about wanting this priest. Just make sure that we're able to collect it. Wait, hold on. Are we getting beat on network by darklings? Darklings have 9 network. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, man. Wow, darklings are tying us at network. Okay, so we might actually be 4th here. Or no, we're clearly in 3rd here, is what I should actually say, right? We are not beating anyone else on network then. And that's in part because darklings took this away. Now, should we consider the idea of getting up to here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we can't get there. So we don't want this leech. We want to take the workers' town. Yeah, that's awkward. Oh well, such is life. Zitcob wants to make a TP and then the stronghold. That's what he needs to do. Zitcob needs to TP first and then stronghold because he needs to take the workers' town with his stronghold. But I'm sure he can figure that out. He doesn't need me backseating that. Nope, that's doesn't look correct. This looks not correct to me. Does he have fire too? He doesn't have fire too. Huh. Wonder what this is. This is a mistake. Yep. Yeah, Zitcob's. Okay, whatever. That's just a small break against Zitcob. I don't know if it's helping us. I think that Zitcob is ahead of us anyway. we're just going to do the math this way. Again, I don't think we're losing any towns by doing this, so the club doesn't agree, so it's okay. I'm not going to debate the point too much with that. Lustrous wants to rethink things. He converted a priest. He probably wants to close out the air cult so that he can use his priest a little more efficiently. Yeah, zitcob lost like a few victory points. It's not a huge deal. He's right. I think he's going to have the most direct points, but don't know if it's enough entirely for the win. I'm not too shocked that I'm not winning this game. I really think that engineers kind of hurt us quite a bit. But I mean, maybe it didn't hurt us that much, right? But I really think that if I had gotten through C4, I would have gotten to build on a lot more natural blues. Maybe I probably third town, still get like these two hexes. Maybe I'm advancing ship to get this hex. It's a different game plan, a little bit. Instead, I invested I can build more dwellings in the dwellings round. I think if I get C4, A1, or A11, and then I'm using more I'm taking more coins instead of spades to get through here. This was 1, 2, 3. I just bridge, and then I save myself 3 digs, only spend 1 here, and I get these 2. So yeah, it's a bummer. I think that if NGs don't take C4, I'm probably second, but that's easy for me to say. Talk is cheap. All right, so zitcob gets 4 more points, 135, then 2 more points from Earth 1, 137, passes for 8, 145, and his endgame points are 6, so that's 151. Oh wait, hold on. No, he doesn't tie me in network. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't tie me in network. So yeah, 151 for zitcob. Cool. Oh, wait a sec. Can he get down another dwelling? He doesn't have the shipping to get down another dwelling. Okay, that's good. Or he doesn't have the spades to get down another dwelling. Like, there's no free hex that's cheap enough for him to get another dwelling. But it'll be 152, actually, for zitcob. Which will just beat me. I think I calculated that I was at 151, so that sucks. Anyway, I do need to take my workers down now in order to survive this. I can't advance my ship without the resources from this town. Otherwise, I won't be able to get my stronghold out. As predicted, this C4 hex did nothing. Makes me sad. I think it goes here because this hex doesn't have a neighbor. So that's the cool location. We're advancing our ship one last time to 113. We're passing to 128, and then we have 30 endgame points. We have... Wait, hold on. Do I have more points than I thought? Lustrous is saying that he struggled for points without Earth 1, but I don't think that that's the true story of of this game. I don't think that actually tells the complete story. 2 times instead of 3 is kind of sad. Yeah, I don't think that it's Earth One that cost Lustrous this game actually. Um, to me, I think that Lustrous should have built a temple for Air One. Like he just built stuff in the wrong rounds. Should have built more TPs early. Should have focused more on like shipping rather than space. Like he has 2 free hexes here. He didn't get his ship up to 3. Getting your shipping up to 3 is like a clear way to get points. So wait, is this... Okay, apparently I miscounted because I felt like I had a good handle on the math, but it looks like we actually won this. So for all my whining, looks like it turned out pretty okay. Let's take a look at the scoring. I think that the scoring is going to show that I had insane luck on past tiles, which absolutely is true. So that's cool. Nice to get a win here. I am going to check out Halai's stream. Unsurprisingly, I was slow because I was also talking about my own thing. Lustrous is saying that the round 2 Sanctuary is OP. I mean, that round 2 Sanctuary was like probably one of the biggest decisions I made this game, and unfortunately I made it like off camera. But that probably was like the defining structure that I built this game, unfortunately. Like the Earth one, I mean, but was Earth one that good? What if I had taken Water one instead there, right? Like, I think that getting the coins action was probably like multiple coins actions was way more important. I took Earth one and got 3 coins power actions, plus 2 double spades. Like this is actually where the game was won, right? Like here and here, and here, obviously here. There's no question that this was super important for us as well. Like this 12-point Earth one, like clearly Water one was just as good at that point then, because we easily built 4 TPs, right? We built 1, 2, 3. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we built 4 TPs after that point. So, but we did win the Earth Cult because of like the extra steps helped us to close out the Earth Cult. So maybe it was that good. So. So we got 3 towns. That's nice. These guys got 3 towns and 2 towns, respectively. JDI getting 20 points worth of towns like in one go is pretty sweet. Darklings being in the game is kind of like Swarmlings being in the game, where like basically you get some free network points, which enables you to build like these kind of goofy ass like tall games and still get more points than you deserve. Like when I say deserve, like look at this. If I have 6 fewer points, like I got those network points by building by far the least stuff. I built 10 dwellings this game. These guys built 14 and 15 each. If I lose those 6 points, I am tied with these guys. Obviously, if zitcob manages to build 1 more dwelling, then he's tied with me as well, which is like it's pretty huge. The scoring track was like we hit the scoring track the worst, but it looks like it was fairly dry for everyone. No one hit it that well. I really think that engineers could have hit this a lot better if they hadn't built too many dwellings like too early. Zitcob saying that he was debating the connection, which I think it's definitely correct to do that. We didn't get a lot of leech this game. We got leech in round 1, and then I think that after that it was mainly like really cheap leech, like here and here. These upgrades, this stuff here. So. Yeah, we're just chatting a little bit. So let's take a quick look at this. So very poor on the scoring favors, very poor on the scoring track, and monster on the bonus tiles. I mean, on par with everyone else here. Where we really just got our points was this and this. And honestly, if you look at this, where we really got our points was here. Like, it just wasn't quite as good as you guys might have thought. Like, the scoring track just wasn't quite as good as people might have thought. So. So yeah, that was this game. It's nice to get a win at, like, this is one of the strongest tables that I've won at in like a very long time, so it feels pretty good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to commentate the whole thing. Hopefully, you guys find that it's still a worthwhile watch. I will note in the description that like where my commentary starts, but in the meantime, I hope that everyone checks out Halai's stream. Thanks anyone who did wind up watching this one. Hopefully, you guys, once again, I will send the link one more time. And I am going to head over to there. So thanks, everyone.